Hi, I'm here to talk to you about the number one productivity hack that is going to change everything for you after just one video. Let's find out what it is. G'day, Simon from SPP Productivity, where we believe everybody has a deep down desire to be more productive, even if they don't discuss it with their mates over a beer. Some people are going to be shaking in their boots, but today we are talking about something that you need to remove from your life, or at least limit, and that is notifications. Enabling notifications is essentially allowing anybody and everybody to grab as much time out of your schedule as they like. Let's put that into perspective for a moment, okay? So imagine that you are a CEO at a company. You're finalizing a massive merger deal. You're just doing the paperwork, and one of your employees storms into your office, sits at your desk and goes, "Right, pack that up, you're gonna work with me now on this." You'd probably fire them on the spot. But the next thing you would say was, "Please go and see my assistant and book in some time." Is a study at the University of California has come up with a scenario that tells us that 23 minutes and 15 seconds is the time that it takes our brains to refocus after a distraction. 23 minutes and 15 seconds from a simple distraction. Now this comes with another problem, and that is that we live in a society that has a very big issue. Now that very big issue is called FOMO, fear of missing out. We are absolutely terrified of missing out on something. But what are we really missing out on? We get notified from email, we get notified from text messages, voicemails, we get notified from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything that you can think of. We even get notified when we get tagged in a photo on Facebook. So you're telling me that you are prepared to lose 23 minutes of productive time on a busy day because you got notified in this picture? You don't actually need to even look at it. So the studies from the University of California even said that even if you hear the notification, your brain then suddenly is distracted. Your brain's distracted and already you've lost that 23 minutes. But the great news is this simple tip today is to tell you how to fix that. I'm going to give you two simple ways that you can basically go and implement right now. So the first method is called baby steps. Now baby steps is where we are going to basically just take it back just a little bit. We want to give you that 23 minutes back. So we want to work 25 minutes without getting distracted, whatever we're doing, whether it's at home, doing the washing or the lawn or whatever, whether it's at school, listening, or doing some homework, or whether you're at work in the office, 25 minutes with no distractions. That's all I ask for. Then you're going to give yourself 10 minutes straight away where you can basically check your notifications, check and find out if your mate's cat has done a backflip, because that's what you get notified about most of the time. You lose track because your mate's cat has done a backflip. So we've got to be careful with that. You've got to remember when the backflip has happened. You'll be able to find that out in a mere 25 minutes. Now, how are we going to do this? We don't want you to go through and actually turn notifications off with everything, because then you're going to have to remember to turn them back on again. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. There's a couple of apps called Moment and Off Time. Off Time I use quite a lot, but I'll put the links to both of those in the description below. Now basically what these apps do is allow you to give yourself blocks of time, basically. So you can turn individual notifications off. You can make it, so you can, for 20 minutes or 25 minutes, I don't want notifications from these apps, from these things. But where some people are going to like this option is that, say that you're paranoid that, well, I don't want to turn my phone off because my daughter's at daycare, she's not well today. What happens if they need to call me? You can say, I still want to be able to accept calls from this number, this number, this number. I still want to be able to get notifications from the, the Kindy Hub app or whatever, yeah? So you can control it so it's a little less scary. So Moment, Off Time, there's loads more, but they're the two that I recommend. Have a look in the links and go check those out. The next method is basically where you're just going to give yourself some calendar time to do it. Now, what you're going to do with this second method is you are going to basically block out some time during the day. So you might say, just before I start work, I'm going to give myself 20 minutes to just browse and see what's happened overnight. I'm going to put in my calendar at lunchtime. I'm going to look at it a little bit more. And then in the afternoon, in the evening, I'm going to give myself a little bit more time as well. You've still caught up on everything. You've still seen your mate's cat do a backflip, which is the best thing. You haven't missed out on anything. See, this is the beauty of this, right? Now, the other method you can do is cold turkey and just turn the whole damn thing off, right? But I've got a funny thing to tell you about this, right? Check this out. If you want to do that, you're going to be a productive machine. If you go to the top of your phone, there's something we already all know. You go to the top of your phone, swipe down, there's a little picture of an aeroplane, right? You click that, turns everything off, right? And the thing is, we have all used this before. We've all used this aeroplane mode. Now, we've all been on a flight, right? Do you ever sit there with shaky palms and getting sweaty because you're like, I actually don't know how I'm going to cope on this flight without getting the notification if my mate's cat's done a backflip? You don't think about it because you know you can't access it. You know you can't use it anyway, so you don't care. And what do you do instead? You bring a book. You listen to music. You watch a movie. You relax with a glass of wine. You enjoy your time on the plane because you're not worried about all these notifications coming in. And then when I bet you guys have even been on like an international flight, yeah? 14, 15, 16 hours without notifications. How'd you go? Do you remember it back as like one of the worst things ever in your life? No, because you didn't care. And do you know when you probably finished up those notifications? When you're in the customs line and you're bored, you probably just checked them and cleared all your notifications and you were done in 5 minutes. But you had 16 hours where you could actually get other things done apart from losing 23 minutes at a time from that notification. See what I'm trying to point out here is that you don't actually have to miss out on anything, but you can get so much more done, which will make you feel better, which will make you more productive, which will make you less stressed to be able to get things done that you actually want to do just by turning off your notifications, even for just 25 minutes a day, and get better at it. So what I want you to do is pick one of the two methods. They are here. One of the two methods. Baby steps. Step one, which is just use an app like Moment or Off Time and give yourself 25 minutes. That's all without notifications. And then straight away, jump back on and check all your notifications for 10 minutes, right? That's option one. Option two, get yourself a calendar, put some times throughout the day, give yourself a nice block if you want of 30 minutes, whatever time, a few times a day, and only check your notifications in that time. And then you are going to come back into this comment section in this video and you're going to tell me how much of a difference it made to you, because I'm telling you right now that this one tip is going to change everything for you. And then you're going to keep wanting to follow this channel because you are going to want to know what the next one is. Next week, we're going to give you the one tip that you need, a very simple tip that you can do to make sure that you can empty your head and will never forget anything ever again. That is on next week's episode of SPP Productivity TV. Thank you for joining us. Until then, make sure you hit the subscribe, the like button and the notification button. And we hope you have an organized and energized week and look forward to seeing you next week on SPP Productivity TV. See ya.